standing yet. The way the sun so quickly sets, all the colors bleed to darkness again.
When I was you, I'd linger all day, lighting fuses in my mind. I don't regret a thing. Mystery was delicious, and I licked it up.
Was it always like this? Wasn't always this way. They tell me that little boy used to laugh at the halls while he played. But then a charm or a spell, after the lights faded down, she left me feeling.
What's
I don't know. Video cut out.
That little piece you just saw is just a little preview of some live action we got coming for you, folks. Patrick, what's up, my friend?
What's up, Pops? So glad to have to be here to hang out with you again. I'm so glad you're having us on.
This is going to be excellent. Anybody that's watching right now, you may not have in history ever heard of anything that's what you're about to see. You're about to hear a rock opera live from a comic book store in New York.
You can even hear them. Pops, I'm in San Francisco. You're in outer space.
Yeah.
And right below there, we can see the back room of World's End Comic Shop in Kingston, New York.
Yes.
Where
we're about to bring you this.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, this one right there.
Bring you
rock opera at World's End Comics, a live performance of Box of Tapes, the rock opera graphic novel fusion that's currently on Kickstarter.
And I'm going to share that link to the Kickstarter real quick in the chat. For all of you, check this out.
Yeah, definitely. It's a special project. I've been working on it with Ezra, the head musician and writer, who will be on stage momentarily. He reached out to me through our network of friends and other collaborators. As you know, I've done a hand. Actually, this is the 10th album cover I've done in my career as an illustrator. So that's kind of a whole other little bit of a celebration.
All right. Hold up. Really?
Yeah.
Because that's one of the questions that I ask people sometimes when I'm just trying to get outside of the comic box. I'll ask a comic creator, but he's just off the wall, what's your favorite album cover art?
My own, right?
You see what I'm saying?
So I guess my favorite one is from an electronic music band from Holland and Switzerland. They're called the Detroit Grand Poobahs. So they got their start in Detroit, but then they moved to the EU where they've just blown up. And I've done about 4 album covers for them. And my first one was called Skydive from Venus, which was just, it was my first one. The first time I got to do a 12-inch LP, I didn't think I'd have that chance. I've done a handful of CD covers, but there was a period there where we didn't think LPs would exist anymore,
Right. And now look, they're making this awesome comeback. Right?
They are.
Nobody owns a turntable. I used to have this beautiful Techniques turntable, man. It was smooth as silk. And it's like the LP days left when the CDs came in, right? It's like they just faded out, Yeah, you could still go buy them. They still pressed a little bit. But the home sound system kind of disappeared.
Right, it became headphones, it became your Walkman or your Discman, and it just like that whole symphonic sound, right? That people had, their high fidelity audio. Just
Hi, little dude.
oh, look at that. Rockstar from the future. Hi there.
we are here. Look, we can make him all big screen. Hey! He's like, all right, I'm out.
I know. He's like, wait a minute. I gotta check for brown M&Ms, you know.
You say that's enough of that. You ain't making me the show. You ain't making me the star of the show.
But you know, I mean, in a way, the kids are a star of the show, right? You know, like one thing that's happened in the past handful of years is your grandpa's got it right. Yeah. But you know, comics are for kids again, right? You remember like there was that whole period where comics were desperate to grow up and be gritty and mature. Well, and we kind of left kids behind for a while.
It kind of got to the point where the kids who bought comics, you know, it's like, what happened? Okay, like with me, yeah, okay, I went through the girl stage and I went through the high school stage, and then when I became an adult, I still love comics. That didn't change. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna be that guy that loves comics. And of course, I turned my son onto comics. I turned my grandkids onto comics. And you kind of got to do that if you want to have a next generation of comic buyers and creators. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was the uncle that would draw comics for all of my nieces and nephews, you know, and I'd just be like, what happens next? And I just little sketches and just draw out a little thing, and then they could staple it up and color it in, you know. And now I've got these comics, right? Where are they? I'm not good at that thing. There they are, right? There's Tale Volume 1, which came out in 2022, and then Volume 2, which came out this year. Mm-hmm. And those are targeted for like younger readers, right? For the young martial artists of any age, you know. But then now working on Box of Tapes is more like targeting the angsty teen, you know, like the YA reader that's like, whatever, they're the music student. They have aspirations to be in their own band someday. So we're kind of wanting to write this comic and graphic novel for them, you know, and which is why like Ezra did this great thing, right? He didn't name the character. The character is just known as the teen, right? He's having this whole journey, right, where he's discovering secrets about his long lost mother through a box of tapes that he's found, you know, and it's set in it's not really a post-apocalyptic world. Maybe we could call it like a pre-apocalyptic world. You know, it's set in an urban dystopia where power is not available. So people have to, you know, burn bonfires outdoors and burn candles indoors. So digital media is not an option, but our teen finds this box of tapes and a boom box, and he doesn't even realize it, that he's able to learn about his mother through the selection of tapes that she's recorded, love songs that she's recorded to her father, or other songs that she's recorded that he then gets to listen to. And, you know, it builds the picture of what the past was and what were the circumstances, the radical political choices that were being made by his mom and his dad before he was born, right? Right. And then now he's the teenager who's got to live with the consequences of those decisions he wasn't a part of. And he's only just now kind of discovering that these things were decided because of the tapes that he's found. So it's kind of like a story about that adolescent moment when you realize that your parents aren't perfect, and you have to kind of contend with the fact that, oh man, it's not just as simple as my parents are jerks. You know, they've had their own lives. They've had their own past that we all deal with, you know. So I think that's a key motivating, you know, through line to the story and through much of the music.
So I'm going to pull this campaign up real quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
While they're getting set up so we can take a look at where we're at on this. Yeah, that's Ezra. You guys, you're going to see him just a few minutes here, rocking out. 5,500 is the goal. They've got $2,006 with 2 weeks to go. 46 backers. Got a little ways to go here, guys. So if you like music and comics, and especially when they coincide and they hang out together, this is your shit right here, guys. This is it.
I don't think we've done really comics like this before, right? Because the musician is the writer, and he worked closely with myself and another artist to really create the individual sequences to capture like what the story's about. So it's not just like a generic soundtrack in the background while you read a comic. It's really meant to be like immersive, right? The lyrics that you listen to are also the narration that you read, you know, and then the artwork is intended to kind of evoke some of the same sensibilities, at least for my part, as one of the artists, right? We had 2 artists, and Luis, our second artist, who could not join us because he's currently based in Argentina, internet's a little spotty down there. But he handled the sequences that were like the dramatic sequences between the teen, and his parents. There's some examples of his artwork there. And then when the teen plays the music, then I take over and I do the illustrations that try and capture, you know, the revelations that he's experiencing as he plays a given song and learns some of the hidden secrets that his mom and his dad have been holding on to.
Nice. I like the way you guys put this together. That's sweet. What's up, Ghost Pepper? I see you over there on Pill. What's happening, my friend? Look, anybody wants to chime in? You got something to say? But please, Cosmic Grandpa, I see you over there, dude. The main thing I ask of all of you is, please share this out. If we've ever had a show that I want as many people as possible to see, I don't know if I've had one that means more. This could expand the network into music and all kinds of other stuff, guys. I'm really kind of jacked about what we're doing tonight. As soon as these guys are ready, we are going to let them rock you. We're going to let them rock you. Ezra killed the camera.
We consider this a comics first, right?
Yes.
To our knowledge, the Who hasn't done it. Lin-Manuel Miranda hasn't done it. There has been no rock opera performed live in a comic shop until today. I mean, it hasn't happened yet, but when it happens tonight, will be the first time in history. So this is something that we're all trying to get in on, right? We were there.
Yes.
Part of this campaign that made this thing happen.
Levi, what's happening? Yeah, this is going to be not only a rock and roll first, it's going to be a comic store first, it's going to be a Madness Network first, it's going to be a whole bunch of firsts all wrapped up into one right here, guys. This is going to be awesome. Thank you for tuning in. If you don't know, now you know.
Yeah, I mean, we have this book. This is going to be a 60-page graphic novel, perfect bound in color. And it's going to include your choice, right? You can either have a digital download, you can have it double LP. That's our previous project which we worked on with a number of artists as an anthology, right? So each song had an individual comic, but they were all just different sequences as opposed to one unified narrative, which is what we're striving for with this project.
It looks like they're getting ready, bud. So I think we should.
So yes, Ezra Gale, center stage. All right, everybody. Who's ready?
All right.
Woo! Can I have your attention? My name's Andrea. I'm one of the co-owners here, and we're very excited tonight to host the Eargoggle and the presentation of the new album that will be accompanied with a comic book titled Box of Tapes, right?
Right.
And this is Simon. And so they're going to play some songs tonight, but the Kickstarter has launched. And so if you didn't already grab one, there's postcards laying around with info about the Kickstarter. It's going to be really cool. This is not the first project like this. There's one, the Eargoggle over Gales, that we have over here if you're interested. So it's a vinyl and a graphic novel that go together. Ezra can explain how they're similar and how they're different if he wants. But there's some snackies as well.
All right.
That's all.
All right, thanks, y'all. Yeah, we are launching box
And
of
there's more
tapes.
chairs if people want chairs. We just
There's
know
some
people
here.
wanted chairs.
This is a full-on rock opera told on an album and a graphic novel, and we're going to do a few selections from it. We've been working on it for a few years. Grab a card or a poster. They've all got QR codes, and you can check out the Kickstarter and check out more about it. But right now, we're going to do it live. The story, briefly, is there's a teenager who lives with his dad in a broken-down city. His mom has vanished some years before. He gets in a fight with his dad. He runs up to the attic and finds a box of cassette tapes. Starts playing the tapes, and they're songs by his mom and dad written years ago. And he starts to piece together the mystery of her disappearance. This here is the first song in the opera, which is called, of course, Overture. And Bram Kincheloe is going to sing the role of the teen, and he's sitting in a park playing a guitar.
I wasn't always like this. I wasn't always this way. They tell me that little boy used to laugh through the halls while he played. Then I tried my spell. After the lights faded down, she left me feeling in the walls for my way. I'm blinded by our sense now. Got me some slack and a beast on my back. I'm drowning in my night rain. Sick of your voices swimming my head. Let your hands know I'm still asking for answers. I don't want to know. I'd rather just kind of. I wasn't always like this. I curl up with her and she smiles. I doubt ain't going just wait here. I've been a better world here to adore. Her darling boy is ready to see if the shadows will be there.
Thank you. Now we're going to take a pause while we skip a song here and plug a different instrument in. But the teen, picture him now walking home through a dark city where people are warming themselves by bonfires and such. And then the next song will start.
Tough when you're the guy that plays all the instruments, right?
You gotta wear 'em all.
You should have had the one like
You gotta wear
behind
it
you and
right.
swing it around.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, the guitar tech didn't show.
You left the tech didn't show us. That guy.
Oh, yeah, okay, we'll talk, we'll work on it.
All right. So this one is called Look Up. This is where the kid gets home, gets in a fight with his dad. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Look up, That's Dane Johnson on the guitar right over here. We got Bram Kincheloe on drums. All right, so that was called Look Up. This next one is after the couple songs later. The teen runs upstairs to the attic. He finds the box of tapes. He runs downstairs to his dad's workshop where there's a cassette boombox. He wrestles with whether he should play the tapes. Of course, he's going to play the tapes. Otherwise, there's no rock opera. But he's got to sing a song first about should he play the tapes. That's not this song. This is the song after that. This is the first song he played, which turns out is a song by his dad. As a young man, he's just met the kid's mom, and he's starting to realize something fishy going on because everywhere they go, they're followed by these sketchy-looking secret agent guys. So this one's called I Guess I'll Never Get Lonely With You.
There's something about a gun that they say it's not Schrodinger's cat. There's something Chekhov's gun.
Chekhov.
Thank you. Those two things are linked in my mind. There you go.
There's a gun in Act 1, you have to fire it in Act 5.
See, and it's not has nothing to do with Schrodinger's cat.
No guns, just cassettes. That's all.
That's his ammo.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. That's a time so many eyes watch you move past this sky. And it's to sit on the wall. And I know why you're gone most every time you come home to tell you what it costs. But when I'm alone, I guess I'll never be lonely with you. And I guess I'll never be lonely with you. And I guess I'll never be lonely with you. I can easy, a man is there. It's a finger on the back of your chair. You grab a soda, so does he. You come back, you won't look at me. I start to wonder, start to think. All these secrets you make me think. Say don't worry, just wait and see. I'd rather not, but I'm into this. So I guess I'll never be lonely with you. I guess I'll never be lonely with you. And I guess I'll never be lonely with you. And I guess I'll never be lonely with you. Thank you. If you're just walking in, we're playing songs from Box of Tapes, the new rock opera on album and graphic novel that is soon to exist once we reach our Kickstarter goal. So grab a postcard, shoot your phone at the QR code, and back in. We're also being live streamed over the World Wide Web at the moment. There are people in Kazakhstan who could be watching us right now. Watching this gig in this comic book shop right here in Kingston, New York. We're going to get a special guest. Kim Anderson is going to sing this next song. This next song is called Mystery is Delicious, and it's another cassette that the teen listened to, and this one is by his mom, and it's his mom singing to him as a little boy, saying, "Get off your screen and look at the world around you because the mystery is delicious." Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute.
Good message.
Oh, you know what? Right on there.
I need the other base. I'll turn the highs up on it.
Well, back here it is, yeah. Yeah, you're still a little dark. No, you're right.
I'm unprepared for
I was wondering that myself. I was like,
instrument change small talk.
Oh, look at that.
Tell me this is going to happen.
Look at that big bass.
I thought you always come with some jokes.
Sorry, improv. It's all good. It's all fun.
that's a big old violin.
It's like a tiny desk concert.
Isn't it just?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the decor is kind of tiny desk.
Yeah,
It's not untiny desk.
it's the Kingston Tiny Desk.
There's a lot of shells.
There are.
There's a lot of shells. It really should be called like a lot of shelves concert.
Yeah.
Or untidy desk.
Untidy desk.
Untidy desk.
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Oh, jeez. Close. Yeah, that would have been interesting. Yeah, so,
Here we go.
yeah, good boy.
Know too much. You know everything about your friends and where they've been. You know too much. You know all there is. Count your friends and who's with you. When I was you, I'd linger all day, lighting fuses in my mind. I don't regret a thing. History was delicious. I licked it up. Now they say, confide without seeking. But what's love without risking your neck? They say we're ahead, processing the infinite. I'd rather crash instead. When I was you, I cut the wires beneath, just to see the look in the eyes. I don't regret a thing. This dream was delicious. I licked it up. History was delicious. I licked it up. I talk too much. You don't fall here. It's worth it if you see. You know so much, but not everything. I was down now and near the fog on your skin, drops on your neck. No matter what's next, my love, you must know. Don't regret a thing. History is delicious. Oh, lick it up. Mystery is delicious. Oh, lick it up. Mystery is delicious. Oh, lick it up.
Yeah.
That was Kim Anderson. How about a hand for Kim Anderson?
All right, so now cell phones and two bands. That's what that sound is.
Dueling
There's
technologies.
an album there somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, so we've gone to our last song of the evening, and it's the second to last song of the actual opera. We're skipping ahead to the end of Act 2. The teen has gone on a voyage of discovery. He's met Ned, the old radical who knew his mom back when. He's learned that his mom was a radical, anti-technology, militant Luddite, hence the cassette tapes. And she died blowing up a power plant
Oh.
And so now he's made his way home, and his dad has found him crying in the shack out back where he first played the tapes. And his dad sings this song to console him. This is called "She's Everywhere I Know." Years ago, you'd rather come near to us. You don't want to hear, I know. She's strong like the sun on us. Leave the world for us. You don't want to hear, I know. And if you're wondering where she's gone, everywhere I go, just look around. The years roll by, it's insufficient life. Can't do much for her to stand again. Creeping quality, choking air we breathe. Someone dark I could be like, she said. So she left and stole away. I saw her away. Oh, it's hard, it was for her. And if you're wondering why she's gone, I don't think I know. She gave away anger feels to be choosing everyone but you and me. And if you're wondering why she's gone, everywhere I know, just look around, you'll find her. And if you're wondering why she's gone, don't blame her, I don't. She gave away all. And if you're wondering where she's gone, everywhere I know, just look around, you'll find her. And if you're wondering why she's gone, don't blame her, I know. All right, thanks, y'all. That was our first gig ever in a comic book shop, and I believe it was the first one in the entire galaxy of a live rock opera in a comic book shop. If you can prove me wrong, do it, but I think that was it. Well, thanks for coming, everybody, and check out the Kickstarter, check out the project. I think you're going to like it. Also, I want to give a shout out to everybody here, our friends here at World's End Comics. This is the coolest store in Kingston, coolest comic book store. I know these guys are so cool to let us come in and do this. Everybody who came, they're not normally open on a Tuesday, so make it worth their while. Buy something. They have so much cool stuff. Buy a comic or a graphic novel or a little trinket or something good. You could buy an orc or an elf and take it home.
Buy an orc.
Just buy something. have some wine and hang out.
One more time for Ezra Gale. Who's done this whole thing up. And made it happen.
Like a true musician who neglected to sell the campaign.
No, he did say.
That's true.
Right.
Now we got the butt camera. There we go.
Oh, I know. He has no idea how famous he is right now.
We're breaking the ice here.
Right? Well, I mean, that's a classic rock show, right? There's always some tall dude in the front, and you're like, get out of the way.
It's a kid. It's a Brown sound.
No, it's funny because I went and saw Peter Criss one time at the Roxy, and they had some like elevated tables, right? And we got there early, and I worked for Z-Rock at the time, and I grabbed me an elevated table, like 10 foot from the stage, right? Like they're around me right there. I'm sitting there with my boy, and these 4 dudes walk up. They come up the stairs into where our table is, and they stand on the rail right in front of us, between us and I'm me, right? I look at Mark, and I'm like, man, I hope these clowns don't plan on standing here once the show starts, right? They turn around, and Peter Criss says, no, we're just checking the look of the stage.
It's like a meatball.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Totally got caught by surprise, you know. I didn't realize it was his band standing there, you know.
Like 70s case.
But yeah, they were really cool.
It's just one of those amps, right?
That's a good thing you didn't throw a bottle at him or something.
Tip him over the railing.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't like the guitar. But then a few days later, I'm still, I remember, it was like a Thursday.
But yeah, I mean, those are just a couple. I mean, 16 songs.
I
There's a few of those songs because I had to listen to them closely while I was doing the art that would translate the song onto the page,
right?
You know, and it's just like really like, you know, they did a great job, but it's just like the album, you know, he's perfected the mix, you know, he's shown me that he's let me listen to the track in its early stages, and then he's remixed it and let me listen to it again. So he has put the time in to make this thing happen, you know, and yeah, like it's not the first one, you know, like that first album that we did was an anthology, much more experimental in terms of like not really having a story. It was just each artist could interpret the comic as they liked. But
Right.
with this one, very methodical. We went through it. We would go back and forth, you know, to make sure that like the specific things he wanted to communicate for each song was there, but then the rest was up to visual interpretation. So like it gave me a chance to really flex my styles, you know, to really try and experiment and like really pull in influences from all over the place, you know, from art school and art history to like concert posters, to kind of just infuse each page with something more than just the drawings that tell the story. There's like
Right.
texture and visual themes that I wanted to add. But if you scroll down a little bit, I know we put a couple of the songs to the visuals so that you can get a little bit of an idea.
There's quite a few of them. There's that one I'm not understanding yet.
Mm-hmm.
Overture, which is the one they played at the beginning.
Mm-hmm. And that's the one they closed with, which
Right.
I know someone mentioned the Portishead vibes. If you hear the final mix, oh boy, it'll give you chills.
And then Climb.
Yes. They actually played that excerpt of that one on the radio this morning.
Mm-hmm. Isn't
And
that
so
good?
we're
There-
doing
there
everything. There he is, exhausted as always. And then that's the rest of the crew. Luis
Who's that guy?
Santamarina,
Who's that
based
guy?
out
Right
in Argentina, and you know, me and the good old USA.
Dude, good stuff. Talent search winner.
Yeah, we snapped him up before Mad Cave found him. And you know, we listened to your advice, Pops, because we do now have a reward tier that includes the soundtrack as a CD. We went for it. We're like every version possible. If you want it on your phone, if you want it in your PlayStation, if you want it in the cassette player in your old Toyota Corolla,
there you go.
Covered.
Man, this was awesome, guys. I'm hoping they'll come over to the camera. We can talk to them for a minute before we leave, but they all left the room.
Yeah, let's see. He's probably, you know.
Hey, you.
Wrong dude. I'm gonna shoot him a little message.
Tell him come over here to the hot camera. Tell him the camera's still hot. Get over here.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can hear me, but y'all did a great show. I don't know if they can hear me, but they can hear it. Disembodied voice, right?
You know, these guys are all, you know, top-notch musicians because they had to learn these songs over the weekend. You know, this, with the exception of Ezra, these aren't the people who recorded the tracks. These are his other session musicians who stepped up to the plate to learn the songs and play it for today.
That's awesome.
Because some of the people in the some of the cast members for the opera, like they're performing on Broadway. They're performing in The Lion King on Broadway, right? So they could not just drop everything to come up, you know, to take the drive to come up to the comic shop. But Ezra, like all musicians, has a huge network of collaborators, and you know, these folks stepped up to be a part of it.
Yeah, I hope he comes in and talks to us for a minute before we shut her down, because this was fun. I don't want to do more of these, people. Just saying, I want to do more of these. Get your rock and roll bands together. Come on out. Let's jam. You know.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, just like you know, 60-page graphic novel for $20 on Kickstarter is still a good deal with the soundtrack. You know, that's worth it. You know, like I see these little, you know, 20-pagers that are like pushing $15 and more, and that's fine. You know, but we're determined to give people a good read. You know.
Oh, yeah, that was fun, man. I got people all up in my inbox. Pops, that was killer.
That's awesome. That's excellent. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing from the chats, people were, you know, people liked it.
Yeah, and we got people on the other platforms as well. Ghost Pepper over there on Pilled. He watched the whole show. He hung out for the whole show. So, you know, some other people popped in and out, but he was commenting the whole time. So, you know, appreciate you, Ghost Pepper. And he said to us, thanks for streaming it over there on Pilled. And hey, man, we're trying to bring as much stuff over there as we can, staying within our time limit for the time being. You know?
I mean, these are the things that we want to do, you know, but they can only happen with the support of people who are willing to like throw a few dollars. You know, Ezra, like I made a living as a comic book artist thanks to people like Ezra, right? Who's willing to invest in the project. He's paid solid page rates to myself and the other comic artists so that we can pay our rent and we can, you know, feed our families, right, while making comics. And now it's like our chance to kind of help Ezra recoup some of that investment, you know, for all of the work. You know, you can get the whole set, right? The last project and this project, you can get him to write a song for you. I mean, imagine like the anniversary present that could be, or the graduation present. That could be, you know, original song written and recorded just for you. You know,
anniversary present, guys. Come on, you'll melt her with one of those.
Come on, you know. I mean, I deal with it too. You know, like I'm always taking shots in the dark to try and get that perfect thing for her, and You know, sometimes I'm good, better than other times, right? But how can you deny the power of like a song that says, you know, honey, I had this written for you.
Everybody knows Barry White can drop panties, bro. It's like music does that thing.
Exactly. So it's like, you know, it's in the same way. Like I've drawn infinite. I can't even count the number of Valentine's Day cards I've drawn, right? But that's the advantage I have being an illustrator, you know?
Right.
And so in that same way, you know, this is a chance for people who aren't, you know, who like music, but can only bang a bongo, you know, they can deliver something, you know, they'll get the album, they'll get the book, they'll throw in some extra swag, but the key detail is that they'll have a song that is one of a kind, you know? And I mean, you're not going to find, you know, Marvel's not going to produce something like that, you know? Image isn't going to produce something like that, but we'll do it. We just need people to help step up and, you know, make it happen. And it's not, you know, comparatively speaking, it's not that big an ask, you know, like the biggest chunk of the price tag that we're trying to fund is the actual pressing of vinyl records. You know, that's, if we just wanted to do a comic, right, it would be a much smaller ask. If we just wanted to do the comic with the digital download, also a small ask. You know, but we want the option for that sweet, sweet vinyl to be entered into people's collections, you know, and so we're kind of putting the word out, trying to spread it far and wide to get people to feel it, right, to hear it, to kind of jump on board and help make this project a reality. There's not going to be anyone other one like it, you know. I can tell you that.
It's definitely the type of concept that gets somebody like my attention. Okay, because music and comics were my childhood. They were my teenage years. They were my 20s. They were my 30s. They were my 40s. Music and comics have been a constant in my life. So when you combine them, you know you're going to have me for a fan, because now I get them both in one place. I don't have to go to two stores to get them.
Yeah, for sure. For the longest time, right? You know, I had my day job. I'd take an extra long lunch break on Wednesdays, hit the comic shop, get the fresh comics, put on my headphones, and like, you know, it would be like a game. What can I play? What's on my playlist that's gonna make the perfect soundtrack for, you know, this issue of Batman or that issue of the X-Men or whatever it is I'm reading at the time, you know? But now we've got four people, right?
Hey, can you try and tell Ezra to come over here and introduce his band to the people before we shut this thing down?
Yeah, I'll text him again.
Say, hey!
I know, I try and, you know, he might not be getting his text because they're going straight to the camera.
I know, he might be busy. I know.
I mean, you know, hopefully he's signing autographs. Hopefully he's getting people to scan the QR codes.
Yeah. They look like they had fun.
Yeah.
They all look like they had a good time, you know.
They're winding down. I mean,
I see a lot of smiles, a lot of happy people.
They had to hustle. They had to hustle to put. Look at that. She heard us.
Yeah. Are you guys listening? Ezra.
You know, but maybe this is what? This is the. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Soon.
Hey, Ezra. No, they can't hear it.
We'll see. He's got a. You know, this is what it's like hanging out backstage, you know, waiting for our chance to talk with the rock stars.
The rock stars, yeah.
Oh, here he comes.
There he comes.
Ezra. Say what's up.
Sorry, man.
Hey, can you introduce your band real quick before we shut this thing down? Can you yeah, that'd be cool.
Or whatever. I have notes. So if you do it again.
Halloween.
Yeah.
What are you gonna be? By
Hey.
the way.
Yeah.
Remember when we said, "Oh yeah, let's have this lesson next Thursday. It's Halloween."
It's Halloween, so not next Thursday. We'll do it. We'll figure out a day. Hang on a sec. All right.
Great show, bro.
All right, Pops.
Dreams.
Hey, you guys. I just want to say a quick hi. I'm just like breaking down and everything.
Yeah, can you introduce your band real quick before we shut it down?
Yeah. This is Let me get them.
Yeah.
Bram Kincheloe and Dane Johnson. Could you guys hear it all right out there?
It was pretty good. It wasn't bad for not doing a sound check ahead of time. It wasn't bad, you know.
This is Dane Johnson. Yo.
What's up, Dane?
What's
Great
up?
show, bro.
Great work, Dane.
Guys doing?
Dane the Rock Johnson.
Yeah. And then this is Bram Kincheloe. And Jasper. Want to say hi, Jasper?
Good job, Bram. You guys rocked, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well
Thanks
done.
a lot. Whoop.
Whoa.
Oh, and this is Isla, my daughter Isla.
Hi, Isla. What's up?
All right,
Did you
great.
get any comments from Uzbekistan?
I don't know. I gotta check the transcript.
Google Transcript.
Yeah.
In Malaysia.
Yeah.
Yes. You had comments. Yes, you did. Awesome
People
job.
liked it. How about
Fantastic.
Christopher, the comic shop owner? Let's get him in. Can we get him on for a quick second?
Let me
Get a little publicity on the comic network for the comic store owner. Yes, we do that.
Hey, Chris. The live stream guys want to say hi. The Comic Madness guys.
Hello.
What's up,
Chris,
Chris?
we just want to thank you for doing this.
What's up?
I am Pops Van Zant from the Madness Comic Network. That was awesome. We're going to promote the heck out of your store, bro, just because that was sweet. We love it. Thank you, man.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
You
Thanks
bet.
and everything. This is awesome.
Great job.
It was a first, bro. It was a first.
The first, as far as we know.
We think
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, there's screaming children in here too. So it's
Oh, that's okay. I got 4 grandkids. I know
that's right.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep saying it on the internet, and so then it'll be true. That's how things go nowadays.
All right, so we
Right.
need one more. We need the lady who sang. Bring us
All right,
the
you
lady
guys.
who sang.
I gotta sign off. Thanks a lot, Pops.
Oh no! Wait!
How about
Ezra,
your female vocalist?
Ezra,
I'll give you some comments.
we need to hear from the lady who sang, bro.
What's that?
We need to hear from the lady who sang.
Oh, okay. Hold on a sec. Kim, the live stream guys want to say hi.
Hi.
They really like
Hey, you did wonderful. That was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
There
you.
were quite a few Portishead comparisons, so I
Yes.
thought you should know.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I love to hear that.
That's pretty cool.
That is
Yeah.
delightful. Yeah,
We went somewhere. We went beyond the
somewhere.
comic book shop.
we did.
Yes.
We went to other dimensions.
It was actually on 5 different streaming platforms.
Yes.
All right, good.
We were everywhere.
We're out there.
You know.
Thank you.
All right, I gotta put you down.
Good job.
I gotta pack up because they got their D&D night in here, and I gotta get our stuff out.
Now, hey, Ezra,
They play for a D&D game.
Ezra, make sure you tell them
I would
about
do all
the
my-
network. Make sure you tell them about the network because we do promote comic stores and stuff
I
like
will.
that. You know,
I'll send these guys all your stuff. I'll put you guys in touch.
there you
These
go.
guys
Cool.
great.
All right.
Have fun in the dungeon.
All right.
That was pretty awesome, guys. Pretty awesome. Can I tell you?
No dress rehearsal, no sound
sound
check.
check.
This was all done on the fly because that's how we believe. That's how much we believe in this project, Pops.
Dude, that was fun. That was awesome. I'm looking forward to finding some other bands that want to come out and do something like that too. It's what it's all about, guys. It's about networking. Okay, we just met New Comic Book Store, you know, and some musicians that aren't even the ones that do the music on the CD. Like Pat said, those are stand-in people that because the actual people are on Broadway. You know, so The stuff you're going to get on the album and CD is going to be just as good, if not better. So
yeah, this is S tier quality. I mean, Ezra is he's a musician who's been around the block. Don't be fooled by his humble, unassuming attitude. He's traveled the world performing. So when he delivers, he really delivers. And what we saw here was just a quick taste that he put together in less than a week, just so that we could have something to say, and make it a centerpiece of this campaign. So
share it out far and wide, people.
Yeah, support is as simple as a share.
Yep. Get on your socials, extend their reach, help them get seen. You guys know how we do this. Networking, promotion, better stuff. Better networking, better promotion, better stuff. That's how it goes.
Think of those young music students who need something cool to listen to,
and read. Yes.
Fundamentals, Pop. The fundamentals.
That's right. Thanks for watching, everybody. This was awesome. I'm gonna play a few ads for our sponsors on the way out, and you all have a great day. We'll be back at 8 o'clock at 11 o'clock with Silverline Tuesday show. Don't miss it. Peace, everybody.
Thanks, Pops. Much appreciated.
You bet. It was a great time, man. You have a good night.
Thanks
it's
for being
Flip City Magazine.
What'd you say?
Thanks for being a part of it. You made it great.
Hey, you know it. Anything you guys need me for, just hit me up, bro. I got you.
Right on.
Peace.
It's Flip City Magazine, The Parodies, Special Edition, with savage send-ups of The Walking Dead, Star Trek Picard, Stranger Things, The Mandalorian, Guardians of the Galaxy, and more from the first 4 years of Flip City. Get Flip City The Parodies free when you subscribe in print at flipcitymag.com. The world's best satire magazine, and never, ever woke.
Who am I, you ask? I was created in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by the waste of a dying world. I was bestowed with an insurmountable task: bring peace after decades of death, persecution, and chaos. I am a grandchild of war, destined to help two camps which hate has fueled for far too long. Surprisingly, I am not alone. Have an odd bunch to make the road a little more bearable. Come with me to bring hope where there was despair, respect where there was resentment, creativity where there was destruction. I am Pinocchio, and this is my story.
Dirk Manning here, the writer and creator of numerous comic books and graphic novels, including Nightmare World, Tales of Mystery, Brave But Not Dead, all kinds of stuff. And I am super excited for you because you are getting to watch right now, right this moment, out of all the things we're going to be doing, you're getting to enjoy and revel in the Madness Comic Network. And that is awesome. Thank you for being here.
How do you end this thing? How do you put the where's the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands are
Have a good night.